After the 24th of February 2022, Putin's position in the world is rapidly changing. Western countries have imposed unprecedented sanctions on Russia for the unleashed war against Ukraine. The most painful is the restriction or complete ban on imports of Russian oil and gas. Among with economic losses, Moscow faced negative consequences in diplomatic relations. Various states began expelling Russian diplomats and reduced their presence in the Federation. Russia has been expelled from the UN Human Rights Council. As early as July 2022, the US State Department said that Vladimir Putin had made the Russian Federation a pariah country.
The same rules-based international order that has enabled countries like Russia, like some of its current partners, to experience growth, to come into the international system, to enjoy economic integration, to enjoy political integration, all until President Putin decided to put an end to that and to undo 30 years of economic integration to make Russia an outcast from the global community of countries. Ned Price, spokesperson for the United States Department of State 2021-2023, at the press briefing on July 25, 2022.
The remains of Putin's reputation were buried in The Hague on the 17th of March 2023. The International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for the Russian president. Now, all states that have ratified the Rome Statute are obligated to arrest Putin if he comes to their territory. And the Russian president's recent statements only worsened this situation. During a speech in the Bundestag, Chancellor of Germany Olaf Scholz drew attention to the fact that Putin condemned Israel and thus actually supported Hamas.
I must say that I am more than horrified to hear the Russian president now complaining about civilian casualties. There is nothing more cynical than that.
The US President Joe Biden, in his address to the Americans, drew direct parallels between Hamas and Russia.
Hamas and Putin represent different threats, but they share this in common. They both want to completely annihilate a neighboring democracy, completely annihilate it. Meanwhile, Putin denies Ukraine has or ever had real statehood. He claims the Soviet Union created Ukraine.
With his visit to China in October 2023, the Kremlin leader wanted to demonstrate that he was still a global leader and to show, primarily to the Russians, that he is not in isolation and has some support. However, the way the Russian president was met in Beijing and the absence of any agreement with Chinese shows the opposite. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Natalia Husak, Volodymyr Shtanhelov, UATV News.